Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday so far, a wonderful Wicked Wednesday. Today is March the 4th. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Let's jump right into it because this will be my fourth reading so far, so let's jump right into it, guys. You know what's up. Anyone who's new to the channel, hello, welcome to my channel, okay? Even if you're not here to stay for long, hello still. And, I hope you guys are having a good day too, all right? But anyone who's been here from, not just the beginning, but just been rocking with me from a while now, hey guys, you know what's up, all right? So let's see. What does the collective need to know at this time, Spirit? What clarity can you give them when it comes to divination messages? What do they need to know about this current energy for March 4th? What do they need to know? Now, these cards are so glidey. Like, I literally just spilled all the cards in my other reading. That was something else. All right, so, ooh. I love this energy. Okay, this is double confirmation because like I said, I just did a reading using the Prism Oracle deck and the growth card came out as well. So growth is very significant for the collective. I'm seeing that you guys are going through a growth spurt or you guys are going through growth at this moment when it comes to your energy. Now, with the number 15, I always talk about this number because it talks about, having a change of heart or healing relationships. Okay, so if you are somebody who has this archetype where you are a lover of growth and like being able to transfer or transform people's hearts, basically, that is very significant. This is about like emotional healing, okay, heart-centered truth, okay, and also when it comes to like compassion through change, right? So take what resonates with that. If you put those two numbers together, one talks about, independence, okay, leadership and individuality. 5 talks about change. Okay, so again, 6 equals love, family, and nurturing. For some of you, this is about being a healer or an empath, okay, or somebody who is very good when it comes to like balance, when it comes to be like giving and receiving. But not only that, heart-centered leadership is also significant. So some of you guys, when it comes to leadership, right, it's like you have the heart of a leader. And the problem with society is that, now, I don't want to get too deep, but this may resonate for somebody, okay? There's something about people who have authority or who have, say, the qualifications, okay? I'm going to say qualifications, right? Because qualifications could be anything for anybody. It doesn't matter what you do, right? But say someone has the qualifications where they're seen as, on paper, that they have a BA and they have a master's. And I'm not dissing anybody or throwing shade for anybody who gets their education. That is all good said and done. But sometimes something on paper doesn't necessarily have to be true. You can go to school to do something, but still be bad at leadership, okay? And when it comes to leadership, it means either setting an example, okay, being a role model, or if not only that, knowing how to speak to people from all different walks of life and not just being only particular with one group, okay? So again, when it comes to certain classes, right, whether you're rich or you're poor or whatever you are, and we don't manifest that energy, but again, there's different classes in society, right? For some of you guys, when it comes to leadership, you could have more leadership skills and more leadership authority and more management skills and management authority than somebody who has it on paper, okay? And that is why when I'm saying when it comes to growth, it doesn't matter where you are in life. You can have leadership within your personal life. You can have, leadership in your work life. You can have leadership anywhere in your life. You have that freedom. But it starts to get very technical when you show up as someone with growth, but because that growth is visible and not on paper, not everybody may understand you, okay? And this is what I'm saying about you can have all the qualifications in the world, but because it's not on paper, people may think that you're a joke or you may not, You may not understand the dynamics of certain things when you actually know it all. And it's not to be cocky or like Mr. or Mrs. Know It All, but it's true. You know things that other people who are in those fields, they should know, but they don't, right? So even when it comes to like, again, companies, right? Say somebody makes a complaint and the company doesn't really do anything about it, then what does that say to you about the company? They're enabling that bad behavior as well. And you are somebody who wants growth. Yeah, as soon as I'm about to say you guys can see through the veil, okay, we have masks. Okay, you see through the veil, you see through the mask, right? You see through people, places, and things. And that is why you're able to grow so, expeditiously or so fast, because the way that you see things and the way that you move, okay, throughout these things are very significant. Even when it comes to mask, you're authentic. You don't wear a mask, right? Even me, I always say that I'm not perfect, right? Because I'm not. I would rather be authentic and be truthful, 10/10 on the time when it comes to wholeness. I would rather be authentic and truthful to you guys and show up in my authentic self than to pretend to be something I'm not. So even when it comes to like working environments, if you are somebody who cannot be who you are, or even if you try to be, you're still being judged for that, that is very significant. Even when it comes to like family and friends, if you have family, like not even just family, if you have friends around you where you're the butt of the joke, or they're always joking at you, they're always making jokes about you, or they're always picking on you, and it doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine, say that you say to these people, look, I know we're joking and all that, but sometimes it gets a little bit out of control and they still don't listen and they still do it. Those are not your friends, honey. I know that people like to joke around. I know, we all like to kiki and haha. I get all of that. Trust me. But that is not your friend. If I have a friend that says to me, look, I don't like when people crack jokes about X, Y, and Z because I went through this, I'm going to take that very personal and seriously, and I'm going to understand and listen to my friend. And once I hear them say that to me, I'm not going to bring that up or do that to them. That's just the way my brain is wired. Once I talk to somebody and they say, I hate chocolate ice cream, why would I buy you chocolate ice cream if I heard you say you don't like chocolate ice cream? You know what I'm saying? Like, people need to listen instead of trying to be heard. Sometimes it's okay to listen to people and hear what they're saying. And that is you guys, right? Not saying that you don't do this, but this is you guys. Like, you can hear what people are saying, but what about you? So you can see through the mask when it comes to certain people, places, and things. So 1111 is very significant when it comes to intuition. Like, when it comes to your intuition, awakening, you guys can see things. You guys have a higher, inspiration when it comes to seeing things for what it is. Pure intentions are very significant. Yeah, meditate. Some of you guys could have went into meditation, okay? Even when it comes to meditation could be different for everybody, right? So some of you guys may go for walks. Some of you may sleep. Some of you may pull cards. Some of you may do certain things that may help you to be able to maneuver your energy in different ways, right? Some like to write, some like to read, some like to, sing, dance, do poetry, whatever it is, right? So meditation, when it comes to like you building stability, okay, and the foundation, maybe you guys are building something to help people when it comes to meditation as well. The number 45 is very significant too with the new moon. So angel number 9 is also significant when it comes to completion. Okay, this could be the service that you guys are like stepping into, okay, or when it comes to like, healing others. Some of you guys could be thinking about moving into that type of energy. And healing others doesn't have to be being a doctor, like I said, being a lawyer, things like that. This could be just holistic things, okay? Creating your own candles, okay? Creating your own fragrances, creating your own, essentials or whatever it is that brings in, home sense, okay? Just like how we all can just go to Winners, Home Sense, these places to go buy like certain things. Some of you guys are doing this at home on your own without even realizing this, okay? And the reason why I'm saying this is even getting a cinnamon stick, as crazy as it sounds, this is what I do. And I do this in the beginning of the week, right? I make sure I burn a cinnamon stick because not only does it just bring abundance, but it smells good, I like certain spices, so I'm going to use those spices. And not only that, depending on your placements too, you can help try to manifest certain things as well. And I know that not everything is about zodiac placements and zodiac signs, which is true, but even just knowing about who you are as a person, your blueprint, and using that to manifest what it is that you want, everybody has different ways. Some people like to be near water, some need to, read or write or whatever. So again, something about the new moon, yeah, spiritual cleanse is very significant with the number 50. Some of you guys could be spiritually cleansing. So when it comes to change, okay, when it comes to embracing new beginnings and, changes and things like that, experiences, you guys are cleansing your energy at this time so that you guys can have movement. Okay, divine feminine energy is very significant as well with the number 6. So yeah, growth, seeing through the veil, seeing through certain things. You could be the divine feminine, or there's something about whether you're not whether masculine or feminine, there's something about you using balance to use your divine feminine energy when it's necessary and using your divine masculine energy when it's necessary as well. So this is about having duality and balance for somebody that's watching this video. Yeah, message. We have number 33. So you guys are receiving messages at this time when it comes to transformations. Okay, and also somebody could be receiving a message as well. You could be the divine feminine and you guys could be receiving a message as well when it comes to the number 33, when it comes to like self-expression or you speaking truth about something. Psychic abilities could be very significant too. So even angel number 1212 is very significant. Yeah, transformations. Okay, something about you seeing something, okay, as confirmation. So transformations with the number 19. Some of you guys are going through a completion of self, which is the Phoenix energy. So again, you guys are stepping into fulfillment for those that resonate with this message, okay? This is about mastery through your experiences. And not only that, endings and new beginnings when it comes to empowerment. So it is safe for you to travel when it comes to you making, moves. Okay, these are the messages maybe that you're receiving, like it's okay for you to move forward. But the reason why it's okay for you to travel is because you're fulfilling a path that helps people feel empowered. Some of you guys could be like speakers, okay? Like you could be someone who does public speaking, or you could be really good at public speaking, okay? But there's something about, helping people find their purpose. But then also when it comes to like you illuminating people's energy so that they go through rebirth, but they don't go through it alone, basically. So yeah, empowerment wanted to show up. Yeah, new life. Okay, and also talisman, so keys, okay? Opening up new opportunities, like I said, new abilities, new stability, 4-4. Okay, I like how it went in sequence as well, like even though this is a 4:30 to 31. So there's something about opening up doors, unlocking new things, taking things step by step, okay, but following your guidance or intuition. Yeah, water, going with the flow. So some of you may have water energy or you guys are going with the flow, but there's something about material and spiritual alignment at this time. Okay, so for some of you guys, when it comes to like being grounded, that is also significant. Let me see if I can get another card or two. So let's see what else shows up. Yeah, luck. Okay, when it comes to luck being on your side, the number 47. So yeah, there's something about you unlocking luck, or there's something about a windfall that's very significant. You guys could be receiving some type of windfall of luck. Okay, this could be through a text message, a DM, or like spiritual, messages, like, getting downloads. And this could be while you guys were meditating, whether this was recently, yesterday, or today, or it could be happening soon. But there's something about that energy. Yeah, something about you facing your shadows or facing your fears. Okay, so take what resonates with that with the number 7. Okay, so angel number 777 is very significant. We have focus and grounded. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Please take what resonates with you whenever you see this. And again, thank you guys for the love and the support that you guys have been giving. I appreciate that a lot. Okay, whether it's a view, a like, a comment that resonates with the video, whatever it is, I do appreciate that, because I do see you guys doing the inner work. So like I always say, be proud of yourself and always celebrate the small accomplishments, even though other people may not understand why you may be celebratory, So again, life could be kicking our butt right now, but there's still other things to still, be grateful for, and finding, I guess, the essence and beauty in life, regardless of what we're going through, because like I said, you only live one life. You might as well try to enjoy it the best that you can, regardless of what's happening. And obviously, it doesn't mean that you don't hold space for other people that are going through a lot of things. Like, trust and believe, you know, you do. But at the same time, you know, it is okay to think about yourself sometimes and go within and figure out what it is that you want, regardless if, you know, people understand or not. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Be proud of yourselves, guys, when it comes to your shadows, you know, tapping in, cleansing your energy, doing all that good stuff when it comes to change. All right, guys. Follow me on YouTube and TikTok. My website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. You guys can book a reading, or you guys can, you know, check out my blog. And I'm glad for spring that's coming, because I can take more photos about outside and post that, and, you know, kind of practice my photography skills. So I might as well, I have a Canon camera, I might as well use it when it comes to, like, you know, taking photos and things like that. So yeah, I'm excited to see what you guys are going to step into when it comes to growth, abundance, and new opportunities. All right, guys, I love you guys so much, and happy Wednesday. Bye, guys.